Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Saginaw County Sports Hall of Fame press conference for the official announcement of the induction class of 2022. My name is Kevin Schultz, Hall of Fame Board of Director. And with me this evening are other fellow Board of Directors who I'd like to introduce. If you would, just give a wave as your name is read. Jeff Cottrell, Sharon Bade, Craig Atkins, Lola Berry, Bud Butler, Keith Clark, Jim Kuchar, Don Cox, John Morey, Pam Mosner, Clifton Ryan, Ron Stanley, and Lori Trumbull. I'd like you to show your appreciation for all of those board of members because they do a fantastic job. The Saginaw County Sports Hall of Fame is a gem of ours in Saginaw County, and it takes dedicated volunteers to have such a wonderful organization. This is the 21st year for the Saginaw County Sports Hall of Fame. However, tonight's announcement will be for the 20th inducted class due to the pandemic that was experienced and which we continue to deal with. Members of the press will have opportunities, if they haven't already, to address our inductees who are present with us this evening following our comments. We look forward to all of you joining us for the induction banquet on November 6th here in Saginaw at the Horizon Center on State Street. Please watch for forthcoming information pertaining to our banquet. All Board of Directors will have tickets available for sale for that event. As well, if you pay attention to our website at saginawcountysports.org. This evening, our press conference MC is Clifton Ryan, who I just mentioned moments ago. He's a well-known athlete, a well-known sports name. He's a son to Saginaw. He's a 2002 Arthur Hill High Lumberjack graduate. As you all probably know, he had an illustrious career in football at Michigan State University, where he graduated in 2006. And Clifton played in the NFL for 4 seasons for the Rams. And also, Clifton is a member of the class of 2017 for the Saginaw County Sports Hall of Fame. So it is my pleasure to introduce your MC for this evening, Mr. Clifton Ryan.
Thank you for that great introduction, Kevin. Can you guys hear me okay? This is a great honor and privilege to present this class. This is one of the greatest class we've ever had, in my opinion. We have a Super Bowl winner. We have a guy who was the number 2 overall pick. We got guys that won national championships. We have a young lady that was a rower and a hockey player. We have a state championship winning high school football coach. We got a national champion from Nebraska. It's just an honor and a privilege to be a part of this historic day. This is our 20th anniversary, and we going out with we bringing the 20th year in with a great class, a really great class. A couple of these guys I grew up with, so this class is very special to my heart. And I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to get right into it. I'll be announcing them in alphabetical order. And the first inductee we have is Nicole Bade Wyrow. She's a part of our interscholastic professional category. Nicole competed as a 3-sport high school athlete for Frankenmuth High School. She starred in volleyball, basketball, and track and field. Nicole was all conference, all district, all region, and all state in all 3 sports, as well as earning honors, all state honors as a Eagles volleyball player. Nicole also competed in ice hockey over a 13-year period, drawing the attention of the U.S. hockey training program. Nicole went on to earn a scholarship from Michigan State's rowing program. There with the Lady Spartans, she won a Big Ten championship in 2011, along with 2 NCAA championship appearances in 2011 and 2012. Nicole also was a senior captain as a rower. That says a lot about her integrity and her character to be voted the captain of the Big Ten school. Congratulations on that, Nicole. I respect that a lot. Nicole also competed on MSU's women's hockey club team. They were ranked 3rd in the nation for the 2008-2009 season. I'm going to read you a few of her highlights that I wanted to add that I feel like I should make mention of. She received the most outstanding first-year rower at Michigan State in 2011. Nicole saw varsity action in 8 boats during her years at MSU. She captured a gold medal at the Big Ten Championship in 2011 when the Spartans took first place in a race with a time of 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Nicole finished, this is really impressive to me. She finished 3rd in voting for Michigan's Miss Volleyball back in 2007. That's pretty cool. Now she currently resides with her husband John in Frankenmuth, and they have a daughter named Claire. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nicole Bay Whiterow. Next, in our coaches category, we have Mr. Mike Boyd. This is pretty special. I believe Mike's dad is in the Hall of Fame, right? Leo, Coach Boyd? Yep. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So he's a second generation. Nicole's mom is in the Hall of Fame too, sorry. So that's pretty cool. Sharon's in the Hall of Fame too, so we got some generational talent going on. So congrats to Mike in the coaches category. Coach Mike Boyd serves as an athletic director and head varsity football coach for Newville Catholic Central for 25 years. Over his athletics administration and coaching career, Coach Boyd compiled a record of 245 wins to 79 losses. Newville Catholic Central made the state playoffs 25 seasons of his 29 at the helm. Coach Boyd produced 6 state finals, 3 state championships, 5 regional titles, 12 district titles, 14 academic all-state teams. And adding to his accomplishments include 2-time Regional Coach of the Year, Michigan High School Coach of the Year, and a 2-time recipient of the Steve Spicer Memorial Award. In 2019, Boyd was inducted into the Michigan State Football Coaches Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, from our coaches category for 2020, Coach Michael P. Boyd. Next, we have our veterans category winner. This guy, he's one of the most competitive guys I ever met, even at his age. He's a good golfer, a good tennis player. He's not able to be with us today. He's out of town. But from our veterans category this year, we have Mr. John A. Decker. Mr. John Decker was a football standout for Arthur Hill High School. As a team's quarterback, Decker led the Lumberjacks to the Saginaw Valley League Championship in 1966. Decker also earned varsity letters in basketball and track and field. In 2014, he was an M-Live selection as one of the best Arthur Hill football players ever. Mr. Decker went on to receive a scholarship to the University of Nebraska, where he was a member of the undefeated freshman team in 1967. He went on to be a 3-year varsity letter winner for the Cornhuskers, who comprised a record of 26 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie during his varsity collegiate career, which was capped by a 19-game undefeated streak in the 1970 National Championship. While with the Cornhuskers, John won 2 Big 8 championships, Played in the 1968 Sun Bowl and the 1971 Orange Bowl Classic. He was a 1970 Big 8 Scholar Athlete Medal recipient and received an NCAA postgraduate scholarship in 1971. Following his graduation from Duke Law School, Mr. Decker retired from a lengthy legal career and began his services as an athletic director for Saginaw Valley State University in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2022 veteran category winner is Mr. John A. Decker. Next, we have from our contributors category, Mr. Max Fisher. Originating from the state of Maryland, he served our country as a U.S. Marine during World War II. Saginaw became his home in 1950, following his military service. As an administrator, he became Associate Executive Director for the Saginaw Y. Max's career spanned over the course of 39 years, in which he was affectionately known as Mr. YMCA. Fisher's keen business acumen was recognized and appreciated by many community leaders throughout Saginaw County. Outside of his leadership skill, his administrative leadership skills, he was also a regular participant with fellow community members of the Y, conducting weekly workouts and competing at what was considered as a high-level racquetball player. Fisher served many community service organizations throughout Saginaw County and was monumental in the foundation for what the Saginaw YMCA is now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our winner from our contributor category, Mr. Max Clay Fisher. He's not here. Sorry, he's deceased. I'm sorry. Okay. Next, to me, this guy was a blueprint for my era. This is a very special moment. Charles Rogers. Charles Rogers, in my opinion, is probably he's the greatest athlete I ever played against. And I was his teammate, I was an opponent, I was a rival. I'm very happy for him to finally get in. It's much deserved. This is actually his second Hall of Fame in 2 years. They put him in the Michigan State Athletic Hall of Fame last fall. So I'm glad to see his memory still living on, past him. It's awesome. If anybody's seen Charles, they know he was a special player. So I'm not going to hold you. Mr. Charles Rogers, a three-sport athlete in football, basketball, and track and field, won multiple state titles as a track star, had a strong presence on the football field, was recruited by Michigan State University, where he played just 2 seasons, but he rewrote the record books in those 2 seasons. He broke numerous receiving records and still holds the school records for most touchdowns in a career with 27, breaking the record held by former Spartans wide receiver Kirk Gibson, and the school record for most receiving yards in a single game with 270 yards. He broke Randy Moss's NCAA record of 13 consecutive games with a touchdown catch. Charles won the 2002 Fred Biletnikoff Trophy, which is given to the best wide receiver in the country. Charles also won the Paul Warfield Trophy as the best college receiver in the nation and was recognized as a unanimous All-American. Charles began his NFL career with the Detroit Lions after being drafted number 2 overall in 2003. His career came to a close after the 2005 season. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a guy that I consider my hero, 2002 inductee, Charles Benjamin Rogers. Our next inductee is Mr. Ronald Rummel. I've been hearing about Ron Rummel my whole life. Like everybody, when I think of Arthur Hill football, I think about two people, my coach Jim Jones and Ron Rummel. Everybody talk about Ron Rummel like he could walk on water. Like they do, it's crazy. Those older guys, like, I don't know what he did to them. I heard he was a great leader, and they love him. Ron's success within youth athletics and football and baseball began at Peace Lutheran Middle School. He catapulted himself as a leader, team leader and quarterback for Arthur Hill's 1973 unscored upon, undefeated team. Mr. Rummel was the Saginaw Valley League MVP. Additionally, he was named to the Class A All-State team by the Associated Press, and he earned second team honors from the United Press International and the Detroit Free Press. Mr. Rummel also finished third that year as the Michigan Player of the Year. Ron Rummel went on to earn a football scholarship to Central Michigan University, where he accounted for 1,993 passing yards and a total of 2,920 total yards of offense, ranking him as a top 10 passer for the Chippewas. Here we have Ron's wife and brother-in-law, Jim Jones. Could you guys stand up? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Ron Rummel. Now this next guy, I could talk about all day. I've been knowing him, about 25 years or more. Great competitor, amazing person. We did a lot of community work together for years. You know, a lot of people say we rivals, but they didn't know we were really great friends off the court and off the field. We got a lot of memories. This is much deserved, young man. We came a long way from battling back in the day. Our last interscholastic / professional category inductee is Mr. Lamar Woodley. Lamar was a 4-year starter on the gridiron for Saginaw High and an integral player in leading the 1999 Trojans to the Division II state championship victory over Birmingham Brother Rice. Lamar was a consensus 5-star recruit. Some say he was the best recruit in the nation that year of 2003. Woodley was listed as the third best inside linebacker in the nation in 2003. Mr. Woodley went on to Michigan and was recognized as a unanimous All-American selection. He went on to earn not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 national awards. That's amazing. He was a 5-time Big Ten All-Conference selection for the Wolverines. He was drafted in the second round by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2007. I still say you should have went higher. I don't know how you slipped to the mid-second round. I still don't get that, but that's the nature of the business. In his second season as a Steeler, he won Super Bowl 43 over the Arizona Cardinals. Lamar also spent time with the Arizona Cardinals and Oakland Raiders during his 9-year NFL career. What the bio don't say, Lamar did a lot for Saginaw. Not just with athletics. He gave his time, he gave his money. You know, he did a lot. He's a special man. This is a much-deserved honor, and I'm pleased to be able to introduce you. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the class of 2002, Mr. Lamar D. Woodley. I know I messed up. Sorry, I'm doing great. You don't even want to call it. Okay, we're going to finish up with our team category. The St. Charles High School football teams, I hope you're ready for this, from 1961 to 1965, compiled an impressive record of 43 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. I don't think I won 43 games in my whole football career. The Bulldogs rose to 31 consecutive victories, which tied for the most in Saginaw County history. The average score was 30-6 during that era, including huge wins over Carlton at 72-0, Mount Pleasant with a score of 62-0. The Bulldogs' defensive units posted 16 shutouts during that 5-year period. The teams were 5-time conference champions and 4-time Saginaw News Class C, area champions. The Bulldogs captured the Class C state championship in '63 from both the Associated Press and the United Press International with a perfect 9 wins and 0 loss record. Head coaches included Glenn Dutch. Help me with that. Say that again? Short. Sorry. From 61 to 1963. Congratulations to the St. Charles Bulldogs team of 1961 through 1963. We have some members of in the audience. Could you guys please stand for me, members of the team? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the St. Charles football teams from 1961 to 1965. Great job, guys. I never knew about you guys until this year. That's some great history. 78 points? That's a lot of points. Well, huh? There wasn't no passing? Okay. Well, this is an amazing class. I'm thankful and honored to be able to present this class to you. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Congrats to everyone and their family. Please spread the word about the Hall of Fame. This is an amazing Hall of Fame, especially with the size of this county and the amount of talent that came through this county that's in the Hall of Fame, that's coming through the Hall of Fame. It's beyond awesome. It's free. All you got to do is give a donation. So take your grandkids, take your family, make it a day. I do it all the time. I just like learning about this history. I feel like I'm a part of this community. I'm a part of this Hall of Fame. And today was a great day. Thank you guys for coming out. And I hope to see everyone November 6th at the Horizon for our banquet, so we can really honor this class. And one more thing, we have a golf outing June 9th. You can sign up today at Green Acres Golf Course in Bridgeport. That's another good event we're having. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. Congrats to everybody who's got inducted this year. And I'll see you guys in November. They want me to let you guys know it's still food and drink, so enjoy.